child kidnapping. The major reason why all these things are actually on the rise is because of this particular thing that we are about to discuss. Happy new month, guys. Welcome to the month of April. Yes, I'm saying welcome to the month of April because I'm filming this video on the very first day of April. Yes, how has been the past 3 months? I was January, I was February, I was March, and now that we are in April. How about those goals you set for yourself to achieve in the first quarter? In case you don't know, we're already in the second quarter of the year. And how was those goals? This is not a time to feel guilty and feel like I slacked off my goals and all that. Just pick yourself up and get going, okay? In case you haven't seen, we've done our monthly declaration, and I know that the video should have been up before now. So in case you haven't seen our April declaration, I will link the video up here or probably in the description box, so do well to click on it and watch our monthly declaration. And yes, I welcome you once again to my YouTube channel. In case you're coming across this face for the very first time, hi, I'm Christianahkelvin, and I film on faith, motherhood, parenting lifestyle, Christian lifestyle from Lagos, Nigeria. Yes, and I welcome you to this channel. Please do well to join this growing family by clicking on the subscribe button and pressing the notification bell beside it. All right, thank you so very much for doing that. And for those that has actually been following me, I mean, watching all the videos I dropped back to back to back, back to back to back, back to back to back. You are the real MVP. You are the major reason why I'm actually here. Yes, I'm here because of you. Because you keep watching, you keep liking, you keep commenting. Some people even share, and I'm grateful for the gift of you. I mean, I'm grateful for the gifts of you. Thank you so very much. And yes, my past videos, my recent videos, I said I'll be sharing with us some of the things I learned during my 4 weeks training. And yeah, we are still on that series. Is that a series? Maybe. So we are still on me sharing things I learned during those 4 weeks. Yes, I will be sharing today is actually one thing that that I discovered in recent times that is actually causing problem in our community, in a society, in our nation, and even in the world at large. I mean, if this particular thing I'm about to discuss with you could actually be dealt with, I mean, this world will be a peaceful place for us to be, because the desperation you see out there, the wickedness of the mind, and the wickedness of human beings that are now on the rise these days is actually as a result of this particular thing. Yes, people, wanting and people desiring to use other human beings for rituals, kidnapping other human beings, butchering other human beings. I mean, human beings like them, child kidnapping. The major reason why all these things are actually on the rise is because of this particular thing that we are about to discuss. Okay, so on this journey, I've always, as a Christian that I am, I love the scriptures, and that has actually been my goals. I mean, that has actually been my watchword, which is godliness with contentment is a great gain. I remember my mom always saying it to us while growing up, ìwà bí Ọlọ́run tòun ti tẹ́ lọ́rùn èrè ńlá ni. That's how she will always say it. Ìwà bí Ọlọ́run tòun ti tẹ́ lọ́rùn èrè ńlá ni. Nǹkan tí mo bá fún yín ẹ jẹ́ kó tẹ́ yín lọ́rùn. Which means godliness with contentment is a great gain. Whatever I give to you, be contented with it. First of all, let me ask you, and please do well to reply me in the comment section. Have you met anyone that is covetous before? I mean, if you have, how did you, probably correct the person, let the person know that, this attitude of yours isn't good? And how did you, in a way, up the person, shaping the person, and let the person know that it's not a good attitude at all. whatever it might be, whatever your situation, whatever, how terrible, how bad you think, or how desperately you think you're in need of something, I still believe that being contented should actually be, every human. And that was why I said the major reason why we have the wickedness of men's art on a voracious display these days is as a result of people not being contented with their situation, with their financial state, with what they have at the moment. And I think one of the major cause of this is actually because this is a digital world. It's because this is a digital world. Things are now on social media. You see flashy things, you see cars, you see dressing, and you just be like, oh my god, I want this, I want that, I want that. Anyways, I don't want to deviate. Okay, so I met this person on this 4 weeks journey, and I've never met that kind of person in my life. I mean, literally, this person is an embodiment of covetous, if there's anything if there's anything like that. This person can beg from anyone, and I mean any see, be it a little child, I mean anyone. This person literally always collects stuff. If probably you're giving your child biscuits or a snack or something, this one will make sure that out of that thing you're giving to that child is getting out of it. And it's as first it was strange to me. When you buy something, the person will go don't they hard to eat, probably an extra to eat, give me. In the actual sense, the person will make you feel like he's not begging, just the extra one they added to. Probably you bought mango and they now added one, or probably bought onions and they added one extra to it. The person will be like, no, just give me the extra on it. At first it feels so strange. I feel like, well, probably the person is just being free and all that. But as time goes by and as days rolls into week, and I'm like, this cannot be this person being free. You see something from a small baby, you collected. You see something, and people began to make excuses for this person that is because of the person's situation. But on the long run, I got to know that it's not even because of your situation. Your situation does not make you see, your financial state, no matter what, should not make you to look desperate and should not make you to lose your integrity. That is it. No matter what you're going through is, that does not mean you should now stoop so low that people will now begin to look at you like, that sister is coming, you better hide your food. That brother is coming, you better, It shouldn't be. No matter how, even if you're in your low state. I remember vividly while I was an undergraduate. Yes, and I'm sure this friend of mine might actually be watching this video. When I was an undergraduate, in a month, my dad always give me 3,000 naira as monthly allowance, and my mom will add 2,000 to it. That makes it 5,000 naira. But you will never know. And I had this friend of mine that in 2 weeks the parents always give her 15,000 naira. So that means she's collecting 30,000 naira per month. And look at me, we are friends. We rode together, we just together. In fact, we are not just friends at that time. At the time, I was cutting with her. So, we sleep together, cook together, do all stuff together. And whenever she calls me and said, Christy, we need to cook, normally from home, my parents will load me with foodstuffs. So you just believe that whatever you want to cook, you have it. I mean, dry fish, dry pomo, dry everything. So they just believe that the chicken money we are giving you, probably you want to buy pencil, buy something, snacks and all that. The 5,000 naira should do. My dad 3,000, my mom 2,000 for my part 2. When I got part 3, it's progression now. It progresses, it increases. So, and she will call me and say, babe, we need to cook. And I mean, when my friend tell you we need to cook, it's not all this cooking that are not rich. I give it to her. She will add momo, add fish, add this, add that. It's always a very rich one. Whenever she says we need to cook, I'll say okay. And I don't think there has ever been a point where I open up my mouth to actually beg from her. Or probably, see, she might be knowing about this in this video. She might be knowing about the fact that I was collecting 5,000 naira then in this video, because I didn't live my life that way. She told me how much she was collecting, and I didn't let it get to me at all. And never was it in a point that I feel like, since she's collecting more than me, I now depended on her so much, like everything, give me this, give me that. No. The only thing I did for myself at that point was to double my hustle, yes. And everyone that knows me on campus will always say, babe, are you sure you are a student, or you are a business person on this campus? Because that was what I was actually doing. In the actual sense, there was a business I was doing for part 1, so I wasn't even expecting so much from home. Even though they are sending the money will not even last me for 1 week. But from the business I was doing, see, I can count all the business, and as I progress is my part 1, I was making what was it? I was making bow tie, yes. And thank God for they taught us bow tie in part 1. All these sister sweet blah blah blah. They just have to make bow tie and liquid soap. So I'm like, I'm on campus, I can't be making liquid soap, right? So I started making bow tie. I started collecting contracts from choirs, from different churches. I started telling friends. That's one thing about me. See, when it comes to advertising what I'm doing, it is just now that probably, and it's not even an excuse anyways, that I just feel I just got slack on being talking too much and all that. I tell people about what I do, and I'm good at it. That's just it. I know how to make it perfectly. I learn so much. I watch YouTube videos and all that. So whatever your situation might be, this is actually why I share that story. Whatever your situation might be, that is because of our financial challenges, is not an excuse for you not to be contented or for you to be covetous. Godliness and contentment is a great gain. Do you know why the scripture says it's a great gain? Didn't you just say it's a gain, but a great gain. So no matter what, it is just this I have. I only have one meal to eat. So everyone you see, everybody like this, people will begin to run from me. And I think my husband is always saying one thing, that the major reason why people lose out on the opportunities that come their way is because everything that comes to their mind is, if I give you this, what will you give me back? And that is what this person was actually doing. See, if this person wash your baby's bum for you, she's expecting something back. If she lifts a pen for you, she's expecting something back. And that is why she always feel like begging, collecting things, at all times. She feel like, but I did something for you now. Won't you give me anything? And I'm like, what did you do? Who sent you? You see, I don't know. At some point, I'll sit down and laugh and be like, oh no, this person is very funny. But at the same time, I actually learned that such person they can't go far in life. Because no matter what, even when people that want to help you comes around, the fact that you are too dependent, you are too demanding, a little thing, give me this, a little that, give me this, a little that, people will get tired. Even if they have big plans for you, they'll be like, all the things I even want to give her guns, if she has collected their bag, let her just do. Then you start feeling, people will start moving away from you. So it's very, very important that no matter what, even if you are in your very low state, protect your dignity. Protect your dignity and your integrity is very, very important. And be contented. I want you to know that whatever phase you are, it's just a phase and it's a season. As we all know in Nigeria now, this is a season whereby everything is just hot. There's heat everywhere. But just watch, in a couple of months, things will change. We enter the rainy season And especially for us in Port Harcourt and for people in Lagos and Port Harcourt, we'll start complaining about flooding again. So I just want you to know that everything in life is a season. Whatever you are going through, you are in your life, you are in your low state, don't because of that now be so desperate. And the major reason why you see people ritualists on the rise, this on the rise, is because people don't embrace their state. They don't embrace that, you know, this phase that I am is just for a short time. They want quick solution, quick fixes to their problem. And by so doing, they get dirty. They get into dirty stuff that they are not supposed to dip hands into. That is why you will see a 16-year-old boy kidnapping or probably using, I don't even know where that concept comes from, using his girlfriend as ritual, cutting, doing desperate and wicked things. It's because this virtue of being contented is lacking, especially in this generation. Be contented with whatever you have, and be where you are, and be rest assured that with hard work you will never remain on that level. It's just a matter of time. It's a matter of hard work. It's a matter of prayer. Those three things work together. Be contented, put in your best, work hard, and pray. Who told you? Who is that person that has lied to you that you can never make it? Who is that person that has lied to you? See, every one of us will keep striving every day to be better. Nobody, even those that you think they are very rich, get close to them and you will know that they are also striving. The rich don't sleep. Yes, and that is the secret we don't know. You see them working round the clock just to maintain their status and to also be better. So who told you can be better too? Even if you are not born with a silver spoon, even if you are not born with any spoon at all, you can make a life for yourself. So your situation will not be the first we are seeing. Don't get too desperate. Don't feel like, the only thing I think I can resolve to or I can do now is just to start, being a pest and being, is a pest, right? Being a pest on people. You see this one, you beg. You see that one, you beg. Even when people want to help you, instead of you to get empowered, get yourself empowered. Sit down. When you see, another thing is that even when you get yourself empowered, be ready to serve. Be ready to serve. It is in contentment that you feel like this is my serving season. This is my wilderness season. It is because you are contented. Those that are not contented will not see life that way. Okay? Be contented and be ready to serve. Let this always be in your mind that contentment with godliness is a great game. I also want you to bear in mind that whatever it is that you're going through right now is for a very short time. Whatever the tough season, whatever how tough this season might be for you, it's just for a very short time. Yes, it will soon be over. With hard work, with being contented, with prayer, these three things, you work hard, you are contented with whatever the result you are achieving at the moment, and you keep praying to God that God, I know you can make something out of my nothing. It will surprise you. So don't give in to any second thought of, you know what, whatever it gives, we'll take it. I see this one, I pest. I see that one, I touch. I see that one, people will begin to run from you. And in no time, people will see that parasite is coming, I beg you. Hey, my baby, come here. Let's run away. And, those that are supposed to even help will begin to run from you. I hope you've learned one or two things from this video. I know, I'm so sure. Let me know in the comment section if you've met people like that makes life so miserable for you. I'll be like, why is this person like this? I mean, I've never met such a person in my life. I met this one, I'm like, this one is a different one. I feel like, this is another one on another level. Don't make excuses for your weaknesses. Work on them, and at the same time, get better. We are all work in progress, alright? Yeah, get better. Put in the work. Be contented. and keep praying to God. And I know that the God of all grace will come through for you in whatever situation you find yourself, in whatever difficult time you have. Thanks so much for watching this video to the very end. I know you've learned one or two things. Do also give me a massive thumbs up if you have, and I'll see you in my next. Bye for now.